All right, so here's another funny one. So this stuff happens all the time, so we're going to start videoing the ones that we can video and remember to do it, or we have time to do it. So people called me up and said, we had a flat tire, AAA came to the mall and they jacked it up and they fixed it, because these don't have spares or whatever, right? Yeah. So I'm like, okay. I said, but now, every time I step on the brake, I hear this clacking noise, like a banging noise underneath. He says, I think maybe something's wrong with it. Can you check it out? Okay. So we get the car over here. I go pick the car up. They didn't want to drive it, so I picked the car up. And this is the noise.
Hear it.
This is the noise. All right, so let me start it up.
So it's only forward. Here, put the key next to you.
Oh no.
Okay.
All right, so now get closer so you can hear the noise, right? I'm gonna back up first because it's mostly when you go forward. All right.
Well, I can sit in the car with you, I guess.
So now I'm gonna go, hit the brake. You hear that? Listen.
Well, hopefully you can hear it on the.
Sounds like it's right under the floor, right? Right? So now we checked under the car. We had it up on the lift. We thought the spare tire was falling out, but it don't have a spare tire. Then we thought it was the exhaust.
Not the exhaust.
We checked everything. Looked at the brakes. It's definitely coming from in here.
So I sat in it.
So Josh sits in it. We open the other door, and we're still looking underneath it.
And when we show you this, this is not made up. So
we didn't make this up.
All right, here.
So now watch. Listen. We stop.
Now go forward.
You just barely hear it when you go
backwards.
But now when you go forward, right, and hit the brake. So now we're like, all right, well, it ain't under the car, so I don't know what it is. Maybe it's under the floor here or something. So Josh looks under the car, or under the seat. Show me
Look at this, guys.
Are you ready?
So,
see it?
Yeah, go back. There's your can of hairspray rolling around in the car. So,
it's crazy.
We
spent an hour looking for that noise.
We had another one. Our other friend did the same thing. You know how, like, up here, like, you have your thing.
See this up here?
You know, actually, there's,
it was like...
It was a pen inside of there. We thought it...
Well, no, first
he thought it was...
You gotta tell him what happened. So he brings it over here, and he goes, man, I need you to help me. He says, I gotta find this noise. It's making me crazy.
He had the whole dash.
He took the whole dashboard apart.
To try to find
He thought something fell in the vent, and he couldn't find it. So we're like, well, what
same
kind
thing
of noise
when you roll around.
Yeah, just when you like back up
and roll and
stop, and you'd hear it like that, right? So, oh my God, I don't know, man. It sounds like it's coming from in here. So Josh gets in and he goes,
my luck.
Josh goes like that,
and I feel inside, and there's a pen.
He goes, there's a pen in here. So he takes the pen out. And the noise goes away.
I put the pen back.
He goes, no way. Put the pen back, and there was the noise. The pen was rolling and hitting the edge of the... But man, it's funny. So, this same guy, we're not going to mention anybody's names. This same guy came about 3 weeks ago with his pickup truck. And he says, every time I try to go around the corner, the whole truck jerks. So I'm like, really? He's like, yeah. I says, okay. So I get in it.
You don't think about it when it happens,
yeah, you don't think of it. So I backed up and I tried, just turning and right. So I look, and the little thing says 4-wheel drive.
There's a button underneath, like
so.
Yeah.
I click the 4-wheel drive off. I back up, pull forward, try going around the corner, and it's fixed. So I go, okay, you're all done. $500. He goes, really? You fixed it? I says, yeah. He says, what was it? I says, let me tell you this joke, how the joke goes first. I says, this old guy this factory, big giant factory, production factory, and the machine, like the production machine, stopped,
Yeah.
and they were losing like hundreds of thousands of dollars. Nobody could fix the machine. So finally they call in this guy, they call in all the experts, but nobody could fix it. So this little Italian guy comes along and he says, "You want me to fix the machine?" He says, "Yeah." He says, "I fixed the machine." He says, $5,000. He says, you can fix the machine?" He says, "Yeah, $5,000. He says, "All right." He walks over to the thing, he looks at it, he says, opens his bag, takes out a little ball-peen hammer. He feels around like that, and then he hits it. Bang! The machine starts up. The guy's like, "Holy crap!" He goes, "You fixed it. He goes, "Yes, $5,000. He goes, "Really? You're gonna charge me $5,000 to fix that?" He goes, bang, and the machine stops. He says, "Listen," he says, "it's $5,000. He says, $4,999 to know why the machine stopped, $1 to hit it." He says, "You gonna pay me?" He says, "I guess I gotta pay you." He goes, bang, machine starts up again. So this guy was like, I said, "Listen, it's $499 to know that you left your light on and $1 to push it." I said, "Nah, go ahead, you're good." I said, "You pushed the thing." He says, "How'd that happen?" I said, "I don't know, you must have pushed it by accident."
Same thing with it. They don't know what this is.
They don't know
yet.
what this one is. We're gonna show them
them.
this one when he comes, but it's funny. So we're gonna put a bunch of these all in one video and then you'll get them. So have a good day. Don't leave your hairspray on the seat.